Does shopping around for the best price on groceries actually save you money? It's February, new month, new menu plan. Well, not really a new menu plan. We eat a lot of the same meals around here, but I needed to make a meal plan for the next few weeks. So I planned 11 days worth of meals for my family of 8, and I needed to make a grocery list and I needed to get to the store. I actually went to 2 stores. I went to Superstore and to Costco, and what you see before me here is not everything that I purchased. These are the things that I knew were going to be the best price at one particular store or the other. And so I strategically planned my trips around where I was going to find the best prices. I don't go to 5 or 10 different stores looking for the absolute lowest price that I'm going to find, because then it's not really worth my time and the amount of gas that I'm spending driving to multiple locations. But I think if I'm making only 2 stops, it is worth my time and I'm saving some money. But I actually wanted to put that to the test. So I compared the prices. Everything that I bought at Superstore, I took note of the prices that I paid there and compared them to what they would have cost at Costco. And likewise, at Costco, what I bought there, I made note of the price and compared it to what I would have paid at Superstore. And I only goofed up on 2 items that would have made a difference of only 70 cents. So I think I did pretty well on this. Now, if I had bought all of these items at Real Canadian Superstore, they would have cost me $282. If I'd bought them all at Costco, I would have paid $272. So that's pretty close. Difference of $10. That's not super significant. However, if I'm going to be going to both stores anyway, which I was planning to, there are certain things you can get at one that you can't get at the other, then I might as well get the best price if I'm there anyway. So the average cost of what I bought was $277. If you just average the total amount from Superstore versus Costco, we averaged $277. My actual cost, because I split it between 2 stores, I paid $244. So I saved $33 by buying some things at Superstore, some things at Costco. Now, when I look at that, I think, okay, well, is that really worth my time? I put a lot of effort into this for $33. I don't know if it's worth it. But I grocery shop 3 to 4 times a month. And when you multiply that by 3 to 4, that's $100 to $130 that I'm saving every month by strategically paying attention to prices and buying things at the lowest price when I find them. I'm not buying the lowest price on just any random thing, because there's a lot of things I could buy really cheaply that I don't like, my family doesn't like, I don't know how to cook it, or I don't want to learn to cook it. You only have so much energy that you can invest in cooking and planning meals. And so I would not advise you to just buy stuff that you see on sale, because you're not actually saving money if you don't use it. However, this is all food that we eat, and we eat it on a regular basis. So of the 2 stores that I went to today, Real Canadian Superstore is the farthest away from me, and for me to get there and back, it's a 45-kilometer round trip. So a lot of people, when they find out that I drive that far to get my groceries regularly, they think, and they'll say to me, "Why do you drive that far? Consider all the money that you're spending on gas. Wouldn't you be better off to just go shop at the local grocery store in the town that we live in?" And I wanted to see, what would the difference be? Now, that 45-kilometer round trip costs me about $10.50 in gas. Okay, so I could save pretty much all of that if I just stay here in town and I go to my local grocery store. However, all of the groceries that you see in front of me would have cost me an additional $100. I went there and I wrote down the price per pound, per item, everything in front of me. I could not believe it. It was a total of $372 just for the stuff in front of me. So I would say, yeah, it's worth it for me to drive 45-kilometer round trip, pay the extra $10 in gas if I'm going to save $90 essentially every time I'm going to the store. And that's just for these items. Never mind the other things that I bought today. how much of a markup there would be on those items at my local store. It would be well over $100, maybe up to $200. And we all know, like, we feel the pinch with inflation and the rising cost of food, and we're trying to figure out, how do I make my dollars stretch? How do I get more for the amount of money that I have in my bank account? You know what? Put a little bit of effort into looking at prices. What do you buy regularly? Make a list. We buy bananas every week. We buy apples. These are basic things. Ground beef. It's a really cheap meat. It's easy to work with. Most people like it. So figure out a way to use a budget-friendly meat like that and work it into your plan to find it at a low price. And you're going to save so much money on groceries. So if you just look at the amount of money that I would save by shopping locally versus driving 25 minutes to get to the local, it's not exactly local, but Superstore that's only 25 minutes away. If I'm saving $360 every time, that's worth it to me. And I'm not paying extra money to go to Costco because I drive right past it when I'm driving to Superstore. So I know the things I find cheaper at Costco. I know what I need to drive farther for at Superstore, and it's worth it. There were a few items that really surprised me, and I don't think I should be surprised, but I really was. So these apples, they are ambrosia, and I've been buying them at Superstore, an 8-pound bag for $8. $1 a pound apples are pretty much unheard of right now, and they are always that price. To buy ambrosia apples at Costco, they were $1.50 a pound, and at my local grocery store here in town, they were $2.60 per pound. So rather than paying $8 that I did, locally I would have had to pay $21 for the same amount of apples. That's insane. Another produce item that was a huge difference from store to store were these bell peppers. I paid $6 for a pack of 6 at Superstore. At Costco, they were $10 for a pack of 6, very similarly sized. And they're not pricing these based on pound, they're pricing them based on how many you're getting in the bag. So $6 at Superstore, $10 at Costco. My local grocery store was $14 for 6 peppers. That's more than double the price. One more produce item that was really shocking. Mangoes were on sale right now at Superstore. So granted, this is a special. This isn't a normal price. And this is even cheaper than the price that I paid for them last month when I bought mangoes. So I paid $10.88 for a box of 10. That works out to $1.09 per mango. At Costco, they worked out to $1.83 per mango. And at my local grocery store, it was $2.33 per piece. So if I had bought 10 of them at my local grocery store, I would have paid $23.30 as opposed to $10.88 that I paid at Superstore. One more item that I want to highlight is this ground beef. So I bought this at Costco, and I mentioned this in a previous video, but when Costco puts their ground beef on sale, or any meat, they almost always do it dollars off per package. And so I like to find the smallest package that I can get, because then I'm paying the best possible price per pound on that piece of meat. This ended up being $4.16 per pound for lean ground beef. And you can contrast that with Superstore's $5.79 per pound, and the local grocery store was above $6. I don't know off the top of my head what the actual price per pound was. Something that did surprise me was the cost of milk. I always buy my milk at Costco when I can help it because I know that they have the lowest price. However, the variation in price between the 3 stores was actually very minimal on milk. So if I'm running out of milk, I can feel really good about just going to whatever store is closest and paying what they're asking, because it is very comparable from store to store. The same can't be said for cream. Whipping cream, half and half, they were both significantly cheaper at Costco. I knew this, but it was good to actually look at the exact numbers and compare. So At Costco, I paid $4.79 for a liter of whipping cream. That same package would have cost $6.19 at Superstore, and my local grocery store was $7 for whipping cream. And with the half and half cream at Costco, it was $2.39, Superstore, $2.69, and locally, $4.19. So I'll stick with my plan of picking up cream at Costco when I can help it because it is way, way cheaper. I shop around for the best prices. The things that I buy regularly, I know what the best deals are and where to find them. So if I want to buy bell peppers, I know I'm going to buy them from Superstore. If I'm shopping for tortillas, I know I'm going to get the best deal at Costco. If I want to buy grapes, and I always buy grapes because the people in my house always want grapes, then I know if I'm going to buy them somewhere other than Costco, they need to be better than $3 to $4 a pound that Costco sells them for. And if I'm going to buy whipping cream, I know I have to buy it at Costco because nobody can beat $4.79 for a liter of whipping cream. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Please hit subscribe so we can hang out and spend more time together. And let me know in the comments what you've been doing to save money on groceries and where you're finding the best deals. I'll see you next time.